just fighting.
Hold on, did you feel like you hurt him? Was you in your head like, oh, I just hurt Tank just now?
I hurt that nigga.
Yeah? Facts? Yeah. Ooh, it's not a lot of people that can say that, Frank. I'm just trying to let you know. Not a lot of people that say that about Tank. This is Tank.
All right. I don't know why he lied and said he hurt me.
Tank over everybody. Again, all of these fighters are, I think they're excellent fighters, but Tank's just on an entirely different level. Just on an entirely different level.
Ever since they dropped the bomb about Gervonta Davis going toe-to-toe with Franklin Martin, everyone's been hyped up about it. But hold up, things took a wild turn when word got out about a backstage throwdown between these two heavyweights. Like, they were all up in each other's faces, talking smack, and then, get this, they straight up called each other out for a sparring session. And guess who was watching from the sidelines? None other than Floyd Mayweather himself, keeping an eye on the action. So, what went down in that ring, and how's this showdown going to play out? Time to spill the tea and find out. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the shining stars of boxing, makes his return after a 14-month hiatus. This time, he's putting his WBA lightweight title on the line against the undefeated contender Frank Martin. Mark your calendars for June 15th when these two warriors clash at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. The announcement came straight from the fighters themselves. Davis, at 29 years old, boasts an impressive record of 29 wins with a staggering 27 knockouts to his name. His last bout on April 22, 2023, saw him dominate Ryan Garcia, securing victory via a 7th-round TKO. Currently, Davis holds the 8th spot on ESPN's pound-for-pound rankings and sits at a formidable number 2 on the lightweight list. But don't count out his opponent, the equally fierce 29-year-old Frank Martin. Martin maintains an immaculate record of 18 wins, with 12 knockouts under his belt. His latest triumph was a unanimous decision win over Artem Harutyunyan back in July. ESPN recognizes Martin's prowess, ranking him 6th on the lightweight list. The looming question remains, can Gervonta Davis withstand the challenge posed by Martin Leonard? Some, like Ellaby, express skepticism, suggesting that this bout might not be the smooth sailing many anticipate for the reigning champion. When questioned about his approval of Martin as Davis's opponent for the WBA lightweight championship, Ellaby responded enthusiastically, saying, "Love it, love it." He expressed admiration for Martin's prowess, pointing out his impressive 18-0 record and labeling him as a skilled and impressive fighter. Ellaby also highlighted the influence of renowned coach Derek James, further enhancing Martin's appeal in his eyes. Frank Martin is a terrific fighter, Ellaby continued. He is a slick black fighter with very good boxing skills. He concluded by saying, he is a good fighter, nothing bad to say about him, further solidifying his belief in Martin's capabilities as a worthy challenger to Davis's title. Davis hasn't stepped into the ring since his spectacular victory over Garcia, where he delivered a crushing 7th-round body shot that left fans in awe. The showdown took place in April at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, part of a blockbuster Showtime PPV event that drew in a staggering 1.2 million buys. However, Davis faced a different kind of challenge outside the ring, serving a 44-day stint in jail in his hometown of Baltimore due to a conviction stemming from a 2020 hit-and-run case. Pleading guilty to 4 traffic offenses, Davis was sentenced to 90 days of house arrest. However, he violated the terms of his home detention and served the remainder of his sentence in prison. Meanwhile, Martin's journey has seen its share of twists and turns. He had a golden opportunity to face Shaka Stevenson for the vacant WBC lightweight title on November 16th last year. His team initially struck a deal with Top Rank, agreeing to the terms. However, just when it seemed like the stage was set for an epic showdown, Martin found himself entangled in a financial dispute with his own team over his purse, ultimately leading to his withdrawal from the fight. In a candid interview with Fight Hub TV, Frank Martin shared his thoughts on the upcoming showdown with Gervonta Davis. With an air of determination, Martin expressed his belief that the fight holds the promise of delivering the unexpected. While Davis is undeniably a boxing superstar, Martin acknowledged that he might not have the same level of recognition in the boxing world. For Martin, this fight represents a golden opportunity to make his mark on the sport. One aspect he highlighted was the absence of a rehydration clause or catch weight, unlike Davis's previous bout with Garcia. With a confident nod, Martin affirmed that this would be a standard lightweight bout, setting the stage for a fair and uncompromising showdown. "It is one of my opportunities for me to wake the world up," Martin added, underscoring his determination to seize this moment and announce his presence on the boxing scene. Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, Gervonta Davis's coaches, are also gearing up for the fight in an unconventional way. Instead of just watching fight footage like usual, they're diving deep into studying Martin's physical makeup, particularly his skull density and punch resistance.
Frank, man, you know, it's too bad people can't see, but that was amazing sparring just now with you and Gervonta Davis. What'd you make of that session?
It was good work, you know what I mean? Got to get in there with a world champion. I held my own, he held his. Good experience, good experience.
People will be interested to see what you thought of everything, the power, the speed, the skills. What was your assessment of Tank Davis?
He's sharp. You know, you got to have some, I feel like you got to have some power. You got to be able to, you know, you got to be able to hold your own in there. Tank and beast.
What'd you think of the punching power?
Cool. He got some power. He got some power. He could crack. Yeah, he could crack.
For you know, sparring guys 130, 135, was he like maybe the best puncher you ever sparred?
Nah.
What'd you think of the skills?
Good timing. He's sharp. Good. He on point. He on point.
So, Gervonta Davis and Franklin Martin faced off to promote their upcoming bout. But this wasn't the ring. It was a closed-door face-off. The press conference that preceded it had been a spectacle of trash talk, with both fighters hurling insults at each other like rapid-fire punches. Davis, with his trademark confidence, wasted no time in getting under Martin's skin. "You think you can step into my ring and come out on top? You're in for a rude awakening, Martin," he sneered. "I'm the champ for a reason, and I'm not about to let some wannabe take that away from me." Martin shot back with equal ferocity. "You might have a belt, Davis, but that doesn't make you invincible," he retorted. "I've been training day in and day out for this moment, and I'm going to show the world what I'm made of. You better be ready to eat those words come fight night." Martin didn't hold back in his verbal assault on Davis, mocking him for supposedly choosing easy opponents throughout his career. "You're just like Floyd, picking random guys instead of facing the real competition," Martin taunted. "Name one black fighter you've stepped into the ring with. You're avoiding all the good fighters, not just the slick ones." He didn't stop there, turning the spotlight on Davis's perceived avoidance of challenging opponents. "Now you'll see what real strength is when you face me," Martin declared confidently. The tension between the two fighters was palpable, as Martin made it clear that he was ready to prove himself against Davis, no matter what it took. The verbal sparring continued, each fighter trying to outdo the other with their insults and boasts. Davis mocked Martin's fighting style, calling him slow and predictable, while Martin questioned Davis's heart, accusing him of ducking tough opponents. "I've seen better fighters in the gym than you, Martin," Davis taunted. "I'll knock you out cold and make it look easy." Martin smirked, unimpressed by Davis's bravado. "Keep talking, Davis, but talk is cheap," he shot back. "You might be the favorite in this fight, but I thrive on being the underdog. Come fight night, I'll be the one walking away with my hand raised high." But, you are fighting a top tenner. Tank claims he's the face of boxing. Fight the best. The trash talk had reached its peak, but the real battle had yet to begin. The tension boiled over as they stood face to face, exchanging heated words. Suddenly, things took a physical turn as both fighters pushed each other, igniting a brawl. The situation escalated when Davis delivered a headbutt to Martin, intensifying the chaos. Security rushed in to intervene, pulling the fighters apart before things got out of hand. Despite the chaos, both Davis and Martin continued to exchange challenges, now even more fired up than before. They dared each other to settle their differences in the ring with a sparring session, a challenge that added fuel to the already blazing fire of their rivalry.
You gotta just fight.
Hold on, did you feel like you heard him? Was you in your head like, oh, I just hurt Tank just
Yeah,
now?
I heard that nigga.
Yeah? Facts? Ooh, it's not a lot of people that can say that, Frank. I'm just trying to let you know. Not a lot of people that say that about Tank. This is Tank.
All right. I don't know why he lied and said he heard me.
In an interview with Fight Hype following his sparring session with Gervonta Davis, Franklin Martin shared his thoughts on the experience. While the session itself wasn't recorded for public viewing, the reporter expressed regret that fans wouldn't get to witness the amazing work put in by both fighters. Reflecting on his time in the ring with Davis, Martin had this to say: It was good work. I held my own, he held his. Good experience. Despite the intensity of the session, Martin seemed satisfied with how he matched up against the formidable Davis. When asked if Davis was the most powerful puncher he'd ever faced, Martin offered a surprising response. "Nah, it's a Mexican boxer I sparred with. His name is Pablo," Martin revealed. Davis, on the other hand, seemed to have a different take on the sparring session with Martin. He claimed to have dominated their encounter, asserting that he beat him bad. Davis hinted that Martin's positive demeanor might be a result of him wanting to avoid the embarrassment of having the sparring footage leaked to the public. In a recent episode of the Cigar Talk podcast with Najee, things got heated when Franklin Martin was pressed about his alleged sparring session with Gervonta Davis. Rumors had been circulating that Martin had suffered an injury during the session, but Martin vehemently denied these claims, calling them big cap and flipping the narrative on its head. In a bold move, Martin declared, "I hurt that nigger," challenging Davis's version of events. The clip from the podcast quickly went viral on social media, sparking intense debate among fans and pundits alike. Everyone wanted to know the truth behind Martin's claims and what it could mean for the upcoming fight between the two boxers. Adding fuel to the fire, Davis took to Twitter to issue a direct challenge to Martin, promising to release video footage of their sparring session to prove his side of the story. His tweet only served to intensify the speculation surrounding the situation. In an interview, Davis doubled down on his stance, boasting, "He's hurt bad, man. I messed him up real good. He ain't gonna be able to fight me. I hurt him bad." When asked about the podcast interview with Najee, Davis didn't hold back. "He's lying through his teeth, trying to act tough, like he hurt me. But let's face it, I hurt him. Bad. He can talk all he wants, but he knows deep down who got the better of him." Martin, however, wasn't about to let Davis's claims go unchallenged. He fired back, dismissing Davis's boasts as nothing more than empty bravado. "He's trying to act tough, but we all know who really came out on top in that sparring session," Martin declared. "I can see why Davis is saying I won't be able to fight. He doesn't want to face me after our sparring session," Martin remarked. "I'm not like those weak opponents he's faced in the past. I'm the real deal." If Gervonta Davis's claims about Franklin Martin's severe injury hold true, the potential cancellation of their upcoming bout looms large, sparking speculation among fans about who might step in as a replacement opponent. All eyes turned to Ryan Garcia, whose recent victory over Bill Haney solidified his position as a top contender in the boxing world. Garcia's impressive performance and his outspoken challenges to Davis positioned him as a natural choice to fill the void left by Martin's absence. Many fans saw Garcia as a formidable opponent capable of delivering an electrifying rematch with Davis, further intensifying the anticipation surrounding the potential matchup. This saga is far from over, that is for sure. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Ring the notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest in the world of boxing. Your support means the world to us, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.